Today we will discuss study of CRO and measurement of frequency and amplitude of different waveforms. For that we need following apparatus: CRO of 30 MHz, CRO props for measuring voltage across the component, and function generator which is of 1 MHz. Before doing experiment, let's discuss what is CRO and how it works. So the CRO is basically cathode ray oscilloscope. The full form of CRO is cathode ray oscilloscope. Now this is the basic functional block diagram of a CRO. Here you can see in CRO there is an electron gun, and this electron gun is producing a electron wave ray, and this ray actually is developed into different kind of function or waveforms according to the input. So what we have input signal. The input signal goes to vertical amplifier, and then it goes to delay line, and then here you can see two horizontal plates, and this plates actually deflects the your waveform. Now other thing is here triggering circuit, time base, and horizontal amplifier. There is a vertical plates here which controls the waveform, and there is a screen on which you can see the waveform. This screen is made of phosphorus. Now what you have saw the basic blocks. Now I am telling you the use of each and every block. CRT, this cathode ray tube produces an electronic beam. Vertical amplifier, this is a wide band amplifier used to amplify signal in the vertical section. Delay line, it is used to delay signal for some time in the vertical section. Time base, it is used to generate smooth voltage in it is applied to horizontal deflection. Horizontal amplifier amplifies the waveform in the horizontal direction. Triggering circuit is used for incoming signal. Power supply is used for giving power to the entire assembly. This is CRO and this is function generator. Function generator is basically used to generate different kind of mathematical functions. With the help of this function generator, we can produce triangular wave, square wave, rectangular wave, sine wave, etc. of different frequency and amplitude. So this function generator is required to make different mathematical functions so that we can measure frequency and voltage of those mathematical functions in the CRO screen here. So now I am telling you how this function generator works. So इसको दिखाओ, इसको रखो. तो यहाँ पे आप here you can see this is function. So now here you can see there is a triangle written over there. So the waveform is triangle. Next, now I am putting DC function, so you can see a DC waveform over there. Next function is sine waveform. So now it is producing sine waveform. So function generator is used for producing different kind of mathematical functions. Now let's discuss how it controls the frequency. Here you can see the frequency of the, so this is frequency, this is 4.69 K. So now I am changing the frequency. So now you can see the frequency of the waveform. So it is increased. Again this frequency is changed. And so this is how the frequency is changing by changing the switch. Come here. So this is the frequency band I am changing. Let's say if I want to make small changes in frequency, then I will do with this button. Here you can see the changes in the frequency. So for changing frequency band, this button is used. For changing small variations, this button is used. Similarly, amplitude. For amplitude, what we do like this, and for small changes vary the voltage accordingly. So this button is changed for amplitude variation. Here you can see the amplitude is changing. So now this is the output terminal. This is the output terminal of function generator. On this terminal we are getting the mathematical function, and with this wire is called CRO probe, and from this CRO probe we are getting output from the function generator, and this output is connected to the input of CRO. Now this is the main block. This is the functional block of CRO. So in this block, this is XY axis. So this is used for converting the waveform into a vertical line so that you can measure the amplitude. Now how you can make this amplitude? So with the help of this switch you can move the waveform. With the help of this switch you can actually move the up and down. So now you have to actually this waveform is on the axis. Now how to measure the waveform? So now this is your time division and this is your amplitude division, and you can see this on this amplitude division there is a blue dot. So blue dot is indicating towards 5 volts. So one block is representing 5 blocks, and one subsection is representing how much? 5 divided by 5. So it means 1 volt. So how much voltage is this? 5, 10, 15, 20. So the voltage is 20 volts. Let's say if this becomes 4.1. So 4.1 multiplied by 5 equals to how much? 21. So 4.1 multiplied by 5. So 4 multiplied by 5 is 20, and 0.1 multiplied by 5 is 0.5. So with the help of this thing we can measure the amplitude of the waveform. So that is done. Let's discuss how can we measure the frequency of. So this is the time division. Here you can see the time division of the. So again the condition is same. First of all we have to see where is the line. So this line is indicating about 0.5 millisecond. So this is 0.5 millisecond. Now again it's a sinusoidal waveform, so the time period is 2 pi. Time period of waveform is 2 pi, and from this point to this point we have t by 2. So again we have to count 1, which is 1 block, and 2 block, and this is 2.1. So 2.1 multiplied by time division. So the time period of the waveform is 2 multiplied by 2.1 multiplied by 0.5, and that's how you measure the time period of a given waveform. Similarly, for different functions like square waveform, like triangular waveform, you can also measure the time period and amplitude of the waveform, and this is how you use CRO. And CRO is not only used for tracing the waveform. You can see the type of mathematical function, you can measure amplitude, you can measure frequency, and you can also compare two different waveforms by comparing one. So for that we have two different channels in CRO. This is called channel number 1 and this is called channel number 2. Let's say we are actually connecting the second probe to CRO second terminal, then we can view two different waveforms simultaneously and we can compare two different waveforms. Thank you. That's it.